Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at Hystar's newest mousepads, the Comet mousepad, the Fusion mousepad, and the Void mousepad. Now these mousepads are different from, the typical desk pads you see on my YouTube channel. These are more focused towards gaming, and that is why there are three different variants that we're going to be looking at today. The Comet is their speed pad, which is for very smooth glides. The Fusion is their hybrid pad, which is a combination of good control and good glide as well. And the Void is more focused on controlling and not having a lot of glide, but being able to really control where your mouse moves. Now all of them are meant for a specific type of play style and person, and it all comes down to personal preference. But with that out of the way, let's just get right into it. Now before we go and talk about each one individually, I just wanted to say they're all going to be priced the same, $49.95 for the desk pad, and they have free 3-day shipping on their website and on Amazon as well. The unboxing experience is quite simple. You get the box, it has the name of the mousepad on the box in this cool font and design, and you just open it up, you get a little poster, and I believe the size of these mousepads is 900 by 400 and 4mm thick. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong about the thickness part, but for the length and width, that is how long they are. Now with that out of the way, let's just get into our first one. The first one I'm going to be talking about is their speed pad. It uses their own synthetic fiber based fabric technologies. This one is waterproof like I said, and has a denier of 500. Now what denier is basically how smooth it is to use the mousepad. So the lower the denier, the better. So 500 is basically going to be the speed pad because, if it's going to be gliding really fast, or if you're going to be doing a lot of flicks, which is what the speed pad is basically made for, it is going to be a lot smoother and quicker and faster to do that. It's just going to feel a lot better. And this thing does have really good glide. Even if you don't have the greatest mice feet in the world, it'll still be very nice. Now obviously if you have really high quality PTFE feet or glass feet, this thing is going to slide. Now when it comes to how dirty they get, this one actually doesn't really get as dirty as I thought it would because it doesn't really attract anything, which is nice to see. The next one is the Fusion, which is the hybrid pad, which is my personal favorite because I like a little bit of both. So that is exactly what the hybrid pad does. It gives you good control with some decent speed as well. So this is a heat treated polyester with micro threading, and this one is water resistant and not waterproof. This one does have 600 denier, so it's not as smooth as their speed pad, but that is fine with me because I found the speed pad to be a little bit too fast for my liking. I like the smoothness, I like how it feels, it's not rough on my skin when I'm using the mouse pad. I can still flick and I still have really good control with this mouse pad too. I love the Fusion one more than all the other three, but that's just personal preference. Now the last one they have is their Void pad, which is their control pad. This is made out of a cloth fabric and a silk derivative. It has low static friction and low humidity resistance. So what that means is basically when you're using this one, sometimes when it comes to control pads, from what they told me, that people's control pads get like really gross or like humid or, get like sweaty from the usage. And this one won't have that problem. So that is very cool. Now obviously I can't really put these claims to the test because I don't really sweat a lot, so I can't really say whether or not that's true, but I'm just going to take their word for it and say this one probably does it. With that being said, I didn't choose this pad to be my main one for two reasons. Now the first one was because, well, it was a bit too slow for me. Obviously it is a control pad, so that is to be given, but that's just not what I personally like. But the other reason is something that I think would be important to other people, is that it did get dirty very quickly and easily. I usually put my mic on my desk because I don't have a mic arm, and my mic stand actually made indentations or like little markings on the desk pad, which honestly is very ugly. It didn't look good, I'd have to wipe it off, but I'm assuming over time, if you keep on leaving it there, that could just stay there and not be able to come off. That's just the main complaint I had about the Void. It did get dirty pretty quickly. I will say this is the softest one to the touch out of all three. I felt like it was super soft. I've never felt a mouse pad that is that soft. I'm assuming it's because of the silk, but I'm also assuming that because of the silk, not only is it very soft, but it does get dirty pretty quickly. something to keep in mind for the people that were interested in their control pad. Overall, these mouse pads are very cool. I'm really happy Hystar sent them out to me for my review. Like I said before, I chose the Fusion because it gives me the best of both worlds. But if you lean more towards the speed pad, then obviously they have that great option to you. And if you lean towards more the control pad, they obviously have the Void for you. These mouse pads do have great stitching, so the basics of, a mouse pad. Their logo is not obtrusive. It doesn't get in the way or anything like that. And I like that they switched it off from their old logos that just flapped around. These are actually stitched into the mouse pad, which is very nice to see. You won't have it like flapping around or anything like that. The whole quality of this mouse pad is very good. I haven't seen any bad stitching for the edges or anything like that. So basically, you won't really have a problem with any three of these mouse pads when it comes to quality. It all just comes down to what you prefer in your mouse pad. If you're not sure which one you like the most, I think the safest bet is to go for the hybrid. So you could always try that, and if you think that you want it to be a little bit faster, then go for the speed pad. Or if you try this one and you think, well, I want a little bit more control, then you can go for the control pad. But overall, I think Hystar has a good variety of options for everybody to choose from. I think the pricing is very good, especially for what you get. And the fact that you get 3-day free shipping is very nice as well. Let me know what you guys think about these mouse pads in the comments down below, and tell me which one is your favorite. Other than that, I'll be leaving a link to them in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.